to ascertain the health of the economy. And one of those is production, the other is employment. And of the two, probably production is the most important. And you remember, may have learned this in school, that the single most important measure of production is called the gross domestic product. It's called gross. It's got the word gross in it because it means it covers everything. It's got the word domestic in it because it refers to what is being produced inside a particular country. It's gross domestic product. Now, do we count, what sort of things do we count there? Do we count steel, plastic, rubber, electric wire? Well, sure. How do you do that? We count the automobiles, tractors, ATVs. They contain the steel, plastic, and the wire. So we count goods that are produced for sale directly to the people that will use them up. So automobiles contain all those products, and we count the value of those products when you buy the automobile, when it's produced, actually. What about things that business buys, like a computer-controlled machine tool used to produce metal parts with precision? We do the same thing there. Whatever went into making that machine tool, we count that when the machine tool itself is produced. So we don't count the automobile and the plastic. Okay? We count the plastic in the automobile. We count only things that move through markets. So if you're a homemaker, are there any homemakers here who are not ashamed to raise your hand? Good. My wife is a homemaker. Most important job in America. We don't count homemaker activities, even though they're very valuable, because they don't pass through markets. We don't pay our wives to do that, although that's been one of my wife's suggestions for many years. Well, right now we don't do that. So anything that doesn't go through a market, we don't count. Now, preparatory to understanding this picture, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but in economics that usually means that you need to spend about 1,000 words explaining the picture so people can understand what it says. So here's my take on the picture, hopeful that you can get that in less than 1,000 words. Visualize a very long roll of paper, not a sheet of paper, but paper that comes on a roll, okay? And you unroll that paper, and then you take one of those heavy black markers and you start on the left-hand side, the beginning of the roll, and you draw a line parallel to the bottom of the paper. And then when you get to the end, maybe you draw a picture maybe 10 feet long. You just got this line 10 feet long, and then you label that year, okay? And then you go to the Bureau of Economic Research, which you could do tomorrow if you have a chance. NBER. If you just put in N as in National Bureau of Economic Research, they'll give you the dates on all the business cycles. They're the ones that keep track of the economy, and they say, okay, the recession began in this month of this year, and it lasted until this month of this year. What happened then? The recovery started. So they're the ones that keep the dates on what is known as the business cycle. So if you were to be able to plot with your black marker again, go back over to the beginning of that roll of paper, and you were to plot the expansion